Okay, so I will start. I'm Savina, I'm Italian, and I'm an artist. My artwork is inspired to the place, above all nature, and I love the sea, I love the water. I decided to work with project in education, children, change, human rights, because I think on the power of the art. So I want also to contribute another project to put people together. So I'm very happy to be here with you and to start this new adventure with you. So it will be like a big challenge. And it's like a novel. I mean, the kids again, the canvas should be kind of a novel. Just a novel with color and image.
So Masifunde Learner Development is a non-governmental organization which runs development programs in Woma Township, which is actually in Gqeberha, formerly known as Port Elizabeth in South Africa.
This is one of the most important rules you have to enjoy. The workshop is really some things that we are together, we work together, we use art to send a message, because more you are be happy, more the canvas, you put all the energy in the canvas. That's fine, good.
My name is Banel Njadai. I'm a visual artist, I'm a full-time visual artist, and I am an arts facilitator at Masifunde, and I started in 2013. And I've had a lot of success stories. Yeah.
So we provide educational programs in a holistic and sustainable way. We have two core programs. So we have Learn for Life, which is our life skills program, and we also have extracurricular activities. Learn for Life has specific topics such as diversity, friendship, climate change, and many other topics. Our learners come for a weekly lesson, and then they learn about these topics. So each topic is suitable for that age group. So in grade 3, they will learn more about friendship, and then children's rights. And then as the grades get older, then they will talk about things such as gender stereotypes, and also they will focus more on these very serious topics.
This whole interest in Guernica Remakings started with this banner for me. And through the act of making Guernica with other people, I became interested in other collective remakings. And it turns out there are many, many, many remakings of Guernica around the world. And that brings us to today. I'm working with Savina because you have the opportunity to make your very own kids' Guernica.
I would like that every one of you, they're going to describe individually, you go to drawing. What do you like? If you're thinking your dream, also the dream is a part of the peacemaking project. So every thought that you think is important in your day life could be spread also across the world. There is no something's wrong or something's right. Everything can be right or wrong at the same moment. But we are here to just collaborate and to discuss it together.
At first I was not sure what to expect. But as time goes, I ended up liking it, and when I was engaging with the kids at the stage, looking at the artwork, I ended up liking it. Ideas kept coming up. I'm just waiting for them to finish their sketches, and then we can work around that. So yeah, I think this project is going to be a massive project for us, especially for our kids. It's going to be a big project. I'm quite excited about the final results because I know my kids and I trust my kids.
Well, honestly, on the first day, I was worried about the shyness of the kids, and also I was worried about them working together and if it was going to work. But seeing them now coming together and it's building up, the build-up is actually very beautiful to see.
But at the beginning, what is more important, that you think, you try to find in this space here, and what is really for you, say, I have today this opportunity.
We also have extracurricular activities. Now that includes your art classes, it includes your instrument classes, drama classes. We also have the choir as well. We have research hours, so our learners can come into our lab and they can actually have access to the computers where they can do their school projects, and they can also have like some tutoring through our programs as well.
I don't want something beautiful. I don't care if it's beautiful or ugly. I'm interested in your ideas. Okay? Ideas. Don't worry if it's good drawing or it is a bad drawing. I just your ideas.
Work with children who come from different backgrounds, and some of them come into classes with a lot of social issues back home. So we have really like good trained social workers, and they do like programs with them. They do one-on-one sessions. They also do like parental skills workshops to also like bring the parents as well into the whole thing, get them involved as well. So yeah, that's what we do with our social assistants.
So I work with the AOC group, which is the arts, the drama, the choir. That is who I work with. The schools are different. There's those that go to multiracial schools, and there's those that go to the township schools. The township schools don't really offer that much of practical work. It's just learning, but there's not really much practical going on. So for some of them, this is a first, and that is why we encourage them to take part in this. The formal education system does not really allow for people to grow the passion of they don't really know what the passion is. It's just a matter of if you don't have your grade 12, then you won't achieve anything in life. So for them to actually start from a young age to develop that passion for something, and then they can pursue it later on in life, and then they can already have that direction that I want to be an artist when I grow up.
We go all together, we displayed. You go to explain to the others your drawing, your dream, and after we go to collaborate to choose what we wanted to put in the canvas. What do we do? All of you, one by one, stand up and show the drawing and explain to the others. Mamma mia!
So my art is about education where I live, my community. Sometimes there's death, sometimes people hold guns, kill other people. Some people might call us nerds who are playing chess. Even though sometimes where I live, I kind of like I want to move there because sometimes it kind of hurts my feelings seeing other people tired.
And this is the child that is saying, no, stop. Okay. So now is another important message is about the rights of the children. No violence to the children, no violence, abuse. In effect, she drawing a man, and this is a child that starts really to say scare and they say stop.
She has an experience in her area where children are getting beaten, and she knows of some that have also experienced rape as well. So that's why she drew that. She wants to also make an impact in terms of educating people and stopping the abuse.
This
is the informal settlement, the shacks, ne? And there's Jacob Zuma as well there. Ne? So he also drew the former president with money notes on his ears that they don't listen to them. And he also drew a shower that they struggle with water, but they do have water for shower to take a shower. And he also drew a child getting robbed in the street because he is one of the kids that go to the better schools. Because they go to those schools and they don't go to the township schools, they are now the targets of the crime. This is the South African flag. He says it represents the country. And this here is our politicians. And there's fire, no? There's fire, so they are burning the country, they are destroying the country, the politicians. The difference in population, that people live in informal settlements and others live in better houses. Okay. And that is because of the difference that is in the community. This represents the community. And there's someone there who just got shot. He says it represents the lack of safety in the community that he lives in.
I spy with my little eye a world filled with destruction and war.
There is another person here died because this person has a gun and shoot. And here there is also another person who was died shot, with a gang, and there is a mother crying, and the other one was there with the cartel outside that say, you know, stop violence. It's about another kind of violence. The people go in the house and, you know, and so on and stuff. So it's all very horrible. So it's also to stop this criminality.
Each child's idea that they laid on the paper before we got to the canvas expressed how they feel, expressed what they see in their communities, the changes they want to see. Like there was a child, young girl who spoke about GBV, and there was another one who spoke about crime, and there was another one who spoke about education, and there was another one who spoke about housing, other one who spoke about sport, the other one who spoke about the world, holding the world. All those ideas for me, they were what they are feeling, because that one spoke about sports. Yes, there are sports in the township, but where do you go with sports? 95% of the sports stars of our community, they have nowhere to go. Education. The kids go to school and pass their matric and go to university, but there's a lot of graduates in the township. The housing, there's lots of people in the township. There are houses that are not in good condition. The child who drew the world, holding the world, she always tells me that one day she wants to be a person who saves people. I don't know how, but she said she wants to save people.
So thank you very much. It was great today. But one thing is important. We are like a football team now. So we have to work all together. Each voice, your, should be on the canvas, okay? We have to respect each other and come together. If you wanted to say about the rights, about no violence and the freedom of expression, here we are now like an assembly that everyone has to be listened to the other, okay? And all of you has the right to say yes, no. Okay. 1, 2, 3, go. Respect! Okay, now, again. 1, 2, 3, now. We are all together!
So there's Masifunde, which translates to let us learn. And then now we have Masisebenze, which translates to let's work. So the Masisebenze entity deals with the hospitality field and the working environment. We have an out-of-school youth center. So we're trying to reach out to the youth who are unemployed and also those who would like to receive vocational trainings. The ones who want to do entrepreneurship go on one side, those who want to do vocational training one side, second chance, and they work with youth support agents, and they actually guide them into whatever they really want to do. We have the hospitality, which includes the guest house that we have now. It's called V59. We have a cafe here. So we have a food truck, and we have trainees there as well, and as well as sustainable building. And we provide accommodation for the community as well. If they need to book a venue for whatever they need, a meeting, conference, this is a space for that. So, yeah.
So let's start. Yesterday you did a very, very wonderful drawing. There is a lot of concept, abstract concept. You go to sketching today, just the structure. And tomorrow you go to the side. You see much or less the space of your canvas, where you can really create one part. Is like a book, that there is a protest of nonviolence. And another place you can have one part of the village. And you can book like village, the church, the football player. So you have all the elements together. We thought already one decision is in the middle. If you want in the middle, you have to divide the canvas and find exactly the middle. How we do that? Like that or smaller? Is good like that or smaller? You had a very good job. So bravo to everyone.
They love what they do. That's number one. And it's the first time both these groups working together on one project. For me, that was quite exciting to see them sharing ideas and assisting each other, because they don't normally work together.
My name is Gqeberha. I'm 19 years old. I do a portrait. No? My portrait is I draw boys. Because I take my brothers and small guys, small boys, my artwork is dead.
You've already mentioned that this experience of working with people and working as a team. Have there been any challenges? What have you found the most difficult part?
Composure. He's learned composure because he says sometimes you will have done the painting and then someone will step over it or someone spill paint over it. So he has learned to compose himself.
That's a very good thing to have learned.
If we start like him, they can see already the color on the canvas. So they started to recognize more or less the space. This canvas is very conceptual, so they use a lot of symbols, and can come with us, I show you. Is the central part where they represent, in a way, symbolize, we have our future in our hands, all together we can, but it's also a sense of protection. And after there is the cow, that is a symbol also from Africa, that is healthy. So, and after this part, they're doing their community, their village. That is also their own part of the identity. And when you are more conceptual and you translate the ideas, there is more, you have to find really the balance among all the elements.
So I've set them a challenge, what colours you need to make brown. The first guess was black and yellow, then we introduced some blue and yellow. This is definitely cheating. We know you can make brown.
We have to decide. Actually, now we are in the decision process now. Because tomorrow, who will arrive first will start, okay? Friday afternoon, the canvas has to be almost finished, because on Saturday, on Saturday afternoon, we have the opening. That's meaning that there will come people to see the canvas.
I put a little bit of pressure is good. I think it's the fourth day because we started Monday. They're very, very motivated. They still, we were waiting for the group that normally arrive at 3 o'clock or 3:30 because they finish school like at 3. So we were waiting for them.
Yeah, today looks like it's going to be a very productive day. Every learner here is very motivated. They just can't wait to finish the artwork and see the final product.
I'm Sibulele Mayedwa and I'm 15 years old. I've been coming to Masifunde since I was 7 years old, and then I joined art club last year. Yeah. It has changed me a lot. Manele asked us what we want to do after university, our career. I was like, I want to be a visual artist. Since I'm a girl who was born here in a township, it's very hard for us being motivated because here in the township, being an artist isn't something that brings profit in. That's people's opinions. I thought, you know, there are creative children here, so if you are creative, don't be forced by your parents to do something that you don't want. So if you want to be a visual artist, just say it, and I want to be a visual artist, and yeah, I want to make a change through that.
So the first question, are you happy with the canvas of your work? Yeah?
It's fine like this because if we add something else, because since there's already a pattern, it would look very chaotic and there will be too much, basically.
What do you think of this part or that part? You don't put any other object? Huh? You don't know? Okay. I have a second question. Are you more worried about tomorrow the presentation or about the concept of the canvas? I have the impression that you are more worried about to finish than to thinking about the concept of your message.
But if we add a lot of things, it would be too chaotic and it would clash.
Yes, you're worried about, you know, the image.
No, I'm not worried.
For me, when I'm at school, I say something, even if it's harsh, but it's the honest truth, I just say it to them.
But for my opinion, it will be very pity if you don't try to take your time, to take distance, and to thinking that maybe you can do more. But this is up to you. It's your decision. So I think that let's finish what we can do today, and tomorrow we finish what we still have to finish, okay?
But today is the last day about this workshop that in a way was very intense and also very short. Finally, I think the result is good, but I would be very interested in seeing, you know, with 3 or 4 days more. They're also very stressed because they have to present and they invited also their parents. But the most important, I think, that they are happy. Also the others, they do the performance today and they can be part of this group and their work. So let's see now after what's happened with the presentation. Okay, thank you. First of all, I want to say thank you to everyone, to the participants and to the foundation. Guernica International Project is based on the work of Picasso, and actually we have more than 100 canvases across the world in more than 50 countries. We are very happy to welcome also the youngest generation from South Africa to this project, so they will be part of the big family.
What has been in my mind since we started this workshop is that I've been wishing that something like this can continue on an ongoing basis. Just the kids being exposed to something like this, maybe they do once or twice a year, not once in a while or once and then boom, gone.
And if you could show this canvas to anyone in the world, who would you want to show it to?
He would love for it to be seen by the famous artists in South Africa and in the entire world, because he also aspires to be a well-known artist.
Who would you want to see it?
My mother.
Eh?
My mother.
Me too.
I'd like it to go travel around the world.
Her late grandfather and her late aunt. They are no longer alive, but she would have loved for them to see it. Late sister who passed away in 2018, he also would have loved for her to see it as well.
I'm sure they'd be very proud.
So the best places in the world for it to go, I would love to see it there, and then the kids can also say that we had a hand in that. For them, I feel it's something that they would actually really appreciate and long term in life.
I'd like for this canvas to travel too. Yeah, I'd like for it to travel, and people will see it. A lot of people will see what our kids can do, our kids are capable of. I believe that way they will be exposed to the world. That's why they put a globe there. They want to travel the world.
I just want the world, the whole world, to see what's happening in South Africa and what may be happening around the world.